What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now, every once in a while, a new bowling ball will get announced, and you already know that the hype is going to be through the roof on this bowling ball. You already know that the bar is going to be set so impossibly high that how could it ever compete? And that's exactly what we have here with the IQ Tour Ruby. This is a match made in heaven for core and cover combination. The C3 centripetal core, which is featured in all the IQs, in 15 pounds, has an RG of 2.49 and a max differential of 0.029. It's that combination of low RG and low differential that make this core absolutely special. And then wrapped around that is the R2S Pearl cover stock. Same cover that was on the IQ Tour 30, the IQ Tour Pearl, the gold ball, the IQ Tour Emerald, all of which were really, really good bowling balls. And it's the same core and cover combination that's on this Ruby. The bar is set so astronomically high on this ball that I don't know how it could ever compete. So guys, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Then if you like this duck jersey or the duck pants that I'm wearing, go to coolwig.com and use my promo code Napoles10. That'll get you 10% off your entire order. And then down below in the description, there's gonna be a link where you can order an IQ Tour Ruby or anything bowling related. It is a great way to help support the channel. Now the scent, I don't really talk a whole lot about the scents of the bowling balls, but the scent on this one is Berry Splash. And guys, it smells exactly like Hawaiian Punch. I don't know if you guys ever drank Hawaiian Punch back in the day, but that used to be my jam. And this smells exactly like that. So we're gonna be here at Samstown on lane 1 on a fresh, typical house shot. And then I will, towards the end, move over to lane 2, which is a nice and transitioned house shot where I just got done filming the DNA, which would kind of be like a scenario when I would go to something like this. All right, first shot here with the Ruby. Let's make a good shot here to start, and then we'll make an adjustment if we have to. That's a pretty good guess. All right, so let's just go right back to that same spot and see if we can't repeat a couple good ones here. All right, let's definitely make sure that we get it going into the friction a little bit, because I think that's when it's gonna really shine. See how this looks. Good shot though. Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna compare this to the IQ Gold and the Emerald, but let me know what other balls you guys wanna see compared to this Ruby. There we go, 10 back. Oh! All right, so far, just a couple shots in. I definitely feel like it's closer to the Gold than the Emerald. So let's just keep going here and see. And I'm actually surprised that it's closer to the Gold because of that reactor gloss finish. And the other one was that 1500 grit ball. I can't wait to compare them. See it? Shot. Yeah, so I got that one going right, and the way that came off it, I think this has potential. Let's repeat a good shot here and see. All right, that shot was a little slow, so let me firm up, stay aggressive, and if I have to move in, I will here. All right, a few more shots here before our first break. One big thing I want to talk about. All right, I'm gonna try to move right. I think I'm a little too far left. Let's firm up and move right and see how this looks now. There we go. That's good. That's good. All right, so we're coming off the lanes throwing the IQ Tour Ruby for the first time. And when I do these ball reviews, it's always interesting because it's always like a new kind of ball. Got to get familiar with it, got to learn it a little bit. There's like a dance, right, where you got to learn your partner. And I feel like with this Ruby, there's no learning curve. Like it's an IQ Tour Pearl, and it's gonna do what an IQ Tour Pearl does. And I feel like very quickly I'm getting familiar with this bowling ball. And I think that last shot was a good one where I kind of just squared up, kept it a little bit more in front of me. And that's what makes IQs so special. So now when we get back on the lanes, I'm gonna go back to that spot, kind of square up, and then at the last group of shots, I'll move over to lane 2, like I said, which is a very transition lane, and see how it looks when I have to create a little bit of angle. So let's get back onto lane 1. All right, so we're gonna go back to that same spot, kind of stay square, stay aggressive, see how this looks. Yeah, we'll move a hair left off that almost 4.9, and we should be off to the races here. Yeah, we're just gonna park here for a couple shots and see, because this is the spot right here for sure. So I'm seeing 2 really good uses for this ball. On the fresh, on lower volume, high friction, or as that go-to ball on a house shot. Like right there. Sheesh. Yeah, I think something like this, a lower volume house shot on the fresh, this is gonna be bananas. I gotta get it right a little bit more of the, yeah, I gotta let it see the friction a little more. Yeah, that was a pretty big miss in. I gotta make sure I feed it to the friction a little more. But still, all in all, a pretty good shot. Oh, that's too much friction. I gotta get in between those shots. I mean, if I'm being honest, even just that same last shot, but not 13.5 miles an hour, I think would be really good. Like, that's gonna be money. Yeah, moneylicious. Yeah, so I think if the intent is to use this on the fresh, you're definitely gonna need some early hook or some friction. Like that. You can also change the surface if you need it to be a little earlier. But I think like here at Samstown, something like this is perfect. I can probably park here the rest of the day and just stay in the pocket the whole time. Miss right, but it's quick, so it'll get, yeah. Yeah, as long as I'm firm, I can miss right. Yeah, I think as long as I stay aggressive, because there's so much friction to the right here, I will have a lot of room to miss if I miss right. All right, so let's do that exact same shot, but post it at the foul line. I think we'll be in business here. Hit it! Oh! All right, let's start creeping left a little. We just have to be better here. Like that. Like you just, oh my God. All right, last shot here on the fresh before we turn it over to that burn lane. Let's just execute well, post it at the line. All right, we'll throw one more. I can't leave on a Greek church. All right, I can't leave the fresh lane on a Greek church, so let's make a better shot here. And strike. There we go. That's what the last shot should have been. This has been a really fun review because when we get a new ball, like I said, there's always that learning curve. But when you make a ball like an IQ Tour Ruby, you got to think to yourself, okay, is it going to be as good or better than the ones that came before it? And I think that the answer so far is it's at least as good as the gold, as the emerald. If it's going to be better than, only time is going to tell, because a lot of people like the gold one, a lot of people like the ruby. So now we're going to get onto lane 2, which again is a nice and transition lane, which would be a situation when you would go to something like this, something like a little bit cleaner of a cover, a little bit quicker responding cover when you need to clear the fronts. So you guys haven't seen the DNA review yet, but I got pretty far left on lane 2. So these lanes are nice and toasty. So we're gonna turn it over now, drop the angles, show you guys a little bit of a lane level kind of view with this ruby. We'll see you guys here on the lanes. All right, first shot here on the burn lane. Let's see how this looks here. Yeah, that was a really good first shot on the burn lane. I think getting it right is going to have to be a mandatory here. Ooh. Or maybe let's move a little right of that. Let's see how this looks. There we go. All right, let's repeat another really good shot there. All right, let's start creeping left. I really want to avoid all that friction to the right. See how it handles a little oil. Oh, that's good. See, actually, I think that looks better than when I shove it to the right. Let's see if we can't repeat. Same shot, same spot on the lane. Oh yeah, we're gonna park here for a couple shots. See if we can't repeat here. That one got a little bit right. Oh, no A-pin, baby. Yeah, that was a really good shot. Let's repeat that. No A-pin. Oh, can't get lucky on that 10-pin. Okay, I definitely missed in on that last shot, so let's make sure we get it going right a little bit. That was the hashtag best shot of the day. Towards the end, let's build on that. In, push. Oh, there was no pushing there. All right, let's not miss in because there was no pushing there. Oh. I missed it. All right, last shot of the day here. IQ Tour Ruby. Let's go 10 back from deep. All right, well, there you have it, folks. We are all done reviewing the all-new IQ Tour Ruby. Now, while this is a new ball, we have seen this core and cover combination in the past, and all of its predecessors that have had R2S Pearl around the C3 core have been absolute home runs, and I think that this Ruby is going to be exactly the same. It is going to be a home run ball. If you missed out on the gold and you missed out on the emerald, please do not miss out on the Ruby. This is a house shot's best friend type of ball. You see that if you have a little bit higher friction on the fresh, it looks pretty good. It definitely gets through the fronts, wants to create that motion. And then when we turned it over to lane 2, which is nice and transitioned, kind of like a situation when you would want to go to like a weaker type Pearl, the IQ Ruby just gets it done. It's one of those balls, kind of like all the other IQs, where it doesn't do any one thing amazing, but does it all very, very well. And this is definitely going to be one of those balls that you're going to want to add into your arsenal. So guys, thank you so much for joining me in today's video. If you haven't already, I would thoroughly appreciate a like, a subscribe, as more than half of my viewers are not subscribed. It's just one click of the button, and I'd super appreciate it. Click right here to watch another one of my videos. Click right here to subscribe. Till next time. Oh.